You are too kind.
Too far
Hey there.
away.
See you later. What can I do for you? See you around. Have a good one.
What can I do for you? Light bless you.
Good day to you.
Light be with you. Be careful.
Greetings. Be careful.
Hey there. Have a good one. Hello. Safe travels. What are you looking for? See you around. Looking for something specific? See you later.
You need something? See you around.
Open for business. Have a good one. Well met.
Well met. Go with me.
I need to get closer. Isn't ready yet. I need to get closer. That's still recharging. That's still recharging. That would be stealing. I can't reach that. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I'm out of range. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. It is too far away. That's still recharging. That's still recharging. still recharging. Still recharging. That's still recharging. That spell isn't over yet.
Wow.
Wow.
That's still recharging. I can't cast it yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Wow.
Not enough mana.
Wow.
recharging.
Wow.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Wow.
That's still recharging.
Wow. Wow.
That's still recharging.
Wow.
I can't cast that yet.
Wow. Wow.
Still recharging. I'm out of range.
Wow. Wow.
I can't cast that yet. I can't cast that yet. It's still recharging. I need a target. It's low.
You there! Check out that noise!
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
Wow!
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That's still recharging.
Wow.
You landlubbers are tougher than I thought. I'll have to improvise. Ugh! Now you're making me angry.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Wow. Wow.
That's still recharging. That's still recharging. That's still recharging. I can't do that yet. That's still recharging. That's still recharging. It is too far away.
Wow. Wow.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That's still recharging.
Wow.
This AI tool will take your idea and create a complete book, complete with design, images, layout, everything, including the...
And we're on. What's happening?
Oh, man.
How fun was that?
Oh, that was a blast.
We had a good day.
Dude, that was 3 hours.
Yeah, we got Shane Gillis, Brian Simpson, Asan Ahmad, Tony Hinchcliffe, Duncan Trussell, you and me. We had a fucking banging workout. Then we did the sauna, we did the cold plunge, we did the whole experience.
We did the sauna again.
Yeah, the cold plunge again. I did it
Cold
twice.
plunge, man.
Yeah.
That was great. And I love what you're doing down here, by the way, with the boys.
Yeah.
Getting them down here, giving them this opportunity to get after it, not only in their craft, but also getting in shape.
Yeah, there's
Those guys are really
two
getting in
dudes with
shape.
diabetes today. They just don't work out, you know. But we're doing it now. This is the third week.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about it forever. But when Shane moved to town, he's like, dude, I gotta get in shape. I gotta go. I go, listen, let's start on Monday, nice and light. And so we started nice and light. Today was a pretty hard day for that.
Yeah.
But generally, it's pretty easy. I just have them do push-ups, body weight squats, and a series of very light kettlebell routines, just simple stuff.
Right. Just get them used to it.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I started adding the bag at the end. Sprints on the bag.
The bag was great.
Yeah. It's a great way to end it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great way. Great way. But I like working out with those guys. You feel it.
Yeah.
You feel their desire. None of them quit. None of them
No, they hung in there.
pushed out. They were there.
They hung in there through the sauna. They hung in there through the cold plunge. Everything. Yeah. It's just they want to do it. It's sometimes people just need a little help. They're not used to doing it. They know they want to get in shape, but they don't know how.
That's right. They don't know how to take that first step, and they just need a little bit of help, especially if it's different with you. And luckily for me, too, where we grew up in that environment where it pushes us and it's what we do and it's part of our DNA. But you get to, and all those guys, it's really cool. They look to you for the show me the way, and they do it.
Yeah, they realize once they've done it a few times, they walk out here, they feel so good. They feel so like I get text message from each one of them. They're like, God, I feel fucking great. I feel great. I'm like, good. You don't want to walk out of a workout beat up. You want to walk out just a little energized, feeling better, and then slowly we're gonna ramp things up. So this is week 3. Today was the hardest day.
Yeah.
It was just, when you were here, I was like, we gotta the Rock's here. We gotta go hard.
We lit it up.
We lit it up. But they hung in there, and everybody walked out with a big smile on their face. We all had a great time.
It was so good, man.
Yeah.
It was so good. And I told some of the boys this. Like, I miss that kind of stuff because it's been a while, since I worked out with the boys back when I was wrestling. We'd all work together because we were traveling together every night and going to the same gym every day or different cities. But I miss that camaraderie.
Yeah, the camaraderie is nice. I kind of use my workout. Most of the time I work out alone. I used to work with a trainer, but after a while I realized I don't need help pushing myself. I just write a routine, and there's a certain meditative aspect to being alone with your thoughts.
Yes.
And I like to put fights on so I can watch something in between sets, but I just like to be... And I like to be accountable 100% for my work. Like, I know what I have to do. I know what I do it. And it sets the tone for the day, which sets the tone for my life. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel about it.
It's the same thing with me in training. I love training alone. And it's been a long time since I trained with the boys. That's why it was a real
fun.
treat. It was
Today
fun,
was fun.
man.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
it was
Those
fun.
guys are all hilarious.
They're
So it's just,
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's all just a lot of
dude.
talking shit.
Just some talking
laughing,
shit and some jokes.
Duncan is so out of his mind. He's just so great. And Shade. It was great. It was amazing.
But
And then we all
the
got-
training alone though, that is important, for the mental. I feel like for me it anchors my day. But also too, life is so busy and crazy from the moment you wake up and you walk outside, everybody's wanting something from you.
Yeah.
So for many of us, by the way, whether a celebrity or not.
Yep.
So it's nice to have that anchor in the morning. Do you train in the mornings? Is
Always,
that-
always in the morning. But sometimes I do it in the afternoon if I've some sort of an appointment or something. I'll work. I just get it in. I must get it in. But I like to start the day with it. That's what I like to do.
Yeah, me too.
It's the best way. It's like you get it out of the way, and also I like to do it fasted. So I wake up and have a cup of coffee, get some pre-workout in me, and just let's go.
That's it.
Yeah, let's go. And I go right into the cold plunge. That's the first thing. So the first thing is suffering. Like right away, suffer. It's cold outside. Who gives a fuck? Get in there. Suffer for 3 minutes, and then warm yourself up through working out, and then get into it.
But we did it reverse today. Was it because, how come we did it reverse today?
Well,
with
those
the
guys are not really ready to get in the cold plunge first.
They're not ready.
That's
Don't
next
dive in
level.
first.
Yeah, that's next level. I get them in the cold plunge after the sauna because it's easier. Because your body temperature is already heated up, and there's a certain amount of relief when you get into the cold water because you're in that 185 degrees for 20 minutes.
Yes.
When you get in that cold, then your body relaxes. And I just did it. I just want to get them accustomed to doing a sauna. Impressed the shit out of me. 3 minutes is the first time. You did too. 3 minutes your first time.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
It was awesome. You just stayed calm as fuck in there.
I felt like that's the thing to do.
Yeah.
Right? You get in, and I heard you coaching the boys. Breathe.
Yeah.
You're good.
Just accept it.
Just accept it.
Don't, because your brain goes, we gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I can't do this. I can't do this.
Yeah.
And if you let that shit roll around in your head,
then you're up.
But it's also good practice for not letting that shit roll around in your head in everyday life. Because there's times in everyday life where you just like can make a rash decision because your brain ramps up the wrong way. And if you can just stay calm, you could see a rational solution or a rational way to handle something.
Any kind of shit that's going down.
Any kind of shit that's going down. Yeah, the ability to keep your head together.
That's right.
When you're and that cold water is like, you want to, you're like, give me the fuck out of here.
It goes against every fiber in your body.
Yeah.
And as you know, like today was my first cold plunge. I ordered it. It gets delivered next week, but today was the first one.
Nice.
So that's why I had to
Which one did you get?
I don't know which one I got.
There's a bunch of good ones out there.
I know I needed just a longer one. So
yeah, you need a bigger one. You barely fit in ours. You're fucking squished up in there. It was hilarious.
That's great.
Yeah, that one is interesting because that's called a blue cube. And the blue cube has a very cool option where you can crank up the water flow. So you get it down.
So it spins.
Yeah, so it's 37 degrees, and then you hit this switch, and it's just like a raging river. So you never get a thermal layer. So the thing that happens in the cold plunge is like a minute in, your body develops sort of a thermal layer, and it actually is more tolerable after a minute than it is for the first minute, but not with that raging river. When that shit's in there, like it's never tolerable. You just sit there the whole 3 minutes just white knuckling it.
Yeah.
So it's harder.
How often are you doing the raging river part?
I do it without these guys.
Yeah.
Don't let these guys. I'm trying not to get anybody to quit. You know, today I was worried. I was like, fucking kind of pushing them because we added Renegade Rows today. We added windmills. I added a few things to the routine. But the last two workouts, I've been finishing them with the rounds on the bag. So you do this Tabata sprint. So it's 20 seconds of just going out and then 10 seconds rest. 20 seconds, 10 seconds rest. It's an amazing protocol for developing cardio.
Yeah. No, it was amazing. I'd never done that before. It was great. You know what I also loved I noticed about the guys is after the workout was done, they're spent, they're feeling good, they're feeling great about themselves. And I think pretty much all of them said, hey, we're doing this tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
It was good. Because, you know, when that shit really kicks your ass, then you don't ask that question.
Well, if they wake up sore, who knows? Because there's a few things that we did that are their legs are gonna be sore for sure, for like the between the leg stuff and the windmill stuff. But we'll do something different tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll get them in here. We'll do something different. Keep them going.
Are you banging them out like, would you say 5 times a week?
Whenever they want to come. So like right now it's been 3 days a week, but I'm like, you guys want to go 5 days a week? Go 5 days a week.
Yeah.
You let me know what you want to do, and we'll do it. And I try to give them some stuff. Like if you're on the road, just do the push-ups and the body weight routine. Just try it. You don't have to do 100. I do 100. I do sets of 20. Do sets of 10, 5, whatever. Just do it. And just make sure that if you do like 50 push-ups and 50 body weight squats one day, the next day try to make it 60. Try to get to 60. Try to eventually get to 100. And if you have to do 10 sets of 10, that's pretty easy to do. 10 is not hard. You know, and then that last one, you're like, and eventually you'll get to a point where you could do sets of 20. And it's easy. It's not that hard to do. You like when I do 20, at the end of 20, I could do way more, but I just relax. And then I do the body weight squats. And if you keep doing it, it just conditions your body to be able to do that all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a great warm-up. 15 minutes and you sweat.
That's right.
Yeah. So we started off with that, and then you go right into all the other stuff. So by that, bodies are heated up and ready to rock.
And ready to go.
Yeah.
And also, too, I feel like if you, especially for guys like that who are just getting into it, dipping their toes into it, feeling good, they know they have to do it.
Yeah.
If they're going to add some years to their life, right, and take care of their families. But also, it was cool that you realize that as these guys are doing it, they're not again, they're not giving up, but also you could see it kind of computing in their head, like, okay, 2 steps forward, maybe 1 little step back. You add the math and you do that every day, you're far down that road.
You're far down that road. And that's what I keep telling them. I said, this is just a thing where you gotta not slide off, because the slide off is the hardest part.
Yeah.
Like, the discipline is very hard, but the slide off, it's so hard to avoid the slide off. When you're used to eating bad food and fucking around and staying up late and drinking, like all these guys do, it's really hard to be disciplined and just to say, no matter what, even if I travel on the road, I gotta get workouts in because I can't lose ground.
That's right. That's right. Especially like wrestling. I feel like comedy's a lot like wrestling just in terms of the schedule. You guys are working at nights?
Yep.
Sometimes twice a night. You start at 7:30, you're done by maybe midnight, maybe longer. Right? So it's that kind of lifestyle that we really got to be disciplined. Were you always disciplined even when you got in comedy full time and you were on the road and doing all that?
I was more disciplined than other comics, but not that disciplined. Not like I am now. I think as I get older, I realize like you only have so much, like your body only has so much energy. And if you're not in shape, your body's gonna have less energy. And as you get old, I have so many friends that are my age that look like they're dead. Yeah. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm 56. And at a certain point in time, you realize like, okay, this can't be like a thing you do 3 days a week. This has got to be a thing you do every day. Like, my body has to like know for sure it's gonna work. And every day, work has got to get done. Yeah. And if it doesn't do that, I feel like it's going to slide off. And when I've taken days off and then I get back to it, it's like, I feel way more slide now than I did when I was 20 or 30. It's like the slide is like, like it's steeper.
Yes.
It's steeper, it lasts longer, it's harder to get back up there again. Like, okay, stay here. Don't let it slide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is your slide, does it usually come by way, like if you catch a fucking cold or something like that?
That could happen. Yeah, that could be it. Or too many days of no sleep.
Yeah.
Too many days of no sleep will get me. If I'm just traveling a lot or doing something that's like very intensive and I have to get up in the morning or have to handle something, family stuff or whatever, if I have to get up early. It's just that rest. That's the one that gets you.
Yeah.
And then you take a day or two off and then you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then you got to travel again, and maybe you're going overseas, and then it's a long travel.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
You got to plan out your workouts.
But you just have to do it. If you don't, if you just decide, oh, take a nap, then you won't do it, and then you're gonna take the fucking nap later. Let's go.
Yeah.
You gotta go. Let's go.
When you land, this is what I like doing. When I travel out of the country and I land, whatever time it is,
right to the gym.
Hit the gym.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's the only way I think to avoid like significant jet lag.
Yes.
The other thing that they say is to fast. They say even if you're on a 16-hour flight, don't eat on the flight. They say don't eat on the flight.
And the
I don't
idea
know
behind
why.
that is,
I don't know why, but everybody that I've talked to says to avoid jet lag, one of the best ways is to not eat on the flight and to just sort of land, get a workout in, and let your body get back on its normal cycle. And you won't have the same kind of jet lag.
And still not eat when you land. Just land, train,
and then
eat that? I can't do that.
I've never done it. I'm on a plane, I'm eating. I'm gonna eat 3-4 times.
Gotta eat, brother.
Fucking eating all the time. I don't like the idea of not eating when I'm on a plane. Like, I'm gonna eat.
Gotta eat.
Yeah, I think there's 100% something to the workout though. That seems to reset me as good as anything.
It's
maybe not eating and then a workout would be even better, but I've never tried it.
How do you do this? Because I think about this too as well. Like the difference between when you're tired and you feel like we've been here before. I know I'm fucking fatigued.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna push through this, and like you said, I'm gonna get it in, whether it's at midnight or 7. How do you know the difference between that and compared to
something's wrong? Dude,
I gotta listen to my body.
Yeah. I think it's just an education. You have
over time, right?
Yeah, you have those days where you do push it when you shouldn't, and then you get sick.
Yeah.
And you go, okay, I see what I did.
Yeah.
Or you have those days where you push through and you feel way better. I've had those too. And you got to kind of feel them out. And the only way you know is if you know your body. And the only way you know your body is if you push your body all the time.
And try it.
Yeah.
How generous.
When you have a fucking insane schedule. I know a lot of people with insane schedules, but yours might be at the top of the list. You're right up there with anybody. I don't know how you maintain all of the things that you do and still have energy.
Yeah. What I try to do is try to schedule my day as best as I can. And, you know, when you're busy, and all of us are busy in our own way, so I really try to make sure that I'm paying attention to the schedule, I'm really looking at it, and I'm going to take a fine-tooth comb through it and go, not that, because it's easy just to say, yeah, I'll do it. Oh, this thing is for 10 minutes, Joe. Can you? Yeah, okay, I'll do it. And before you know it, all that shit, it's an hour, and then it's 2 hours and all that. So I really try to make sure that I'm looking at the schedule and try to be smart about the moves these days. And I also learned, man, there's just power in saying no.
Yeah.
No.
You gotta have you time.
Yes.
You time's important. Like, you can't, one of the things I always tell everybody, discipline's really important, but also enthusiasm is really important. Like,
that's right.
I tell these guys with comedy, if you feel burnt out, take some days off.
Yes.
There's no harm in that. Like, you want enthusiasm. There's just like something about being enthusiastic with comedy, and I think with a lot of things. Like, you want to have that, you don't want it to be a drudgery.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want it to be a colonoscopy. You want to go in there.
Yeah, you want to
like
have
really,
a good time, and you want to appreciate it. And sometimes when you overdo things, you just don't feel that enthusiastic about them. So you got to balance it out. But again, it's an education, so you got to do it the wrong way. And they go, okay, what did I fuck up?
And learn from it.
Yeah.
Dude, I always say with enthusiasm, you can really move mountains.
Yeah.
Right? You can really move mountains with enthusiasm, because it starts with that.
Mike Tyson had a great phrase. He said, discipline is doing what you hate to do, but doing it like you love it.
Space warriors and galactic warlords, the season of destruction is upon us. New servers have launched ready for your epic battles and strategic conquests. Expand your fleet, conquer planets, destroy enemy moons, and unlock legendary achievements. Show off your prowess with exclusive avatars, skins, and special titles unlockable for just 12 weeks. But then yours to keep forever. Oh game, join the season of destruction.
Book a holiday rental that fulfills your wildest dreams. Busy kids. Booking.com, yeah.
That's real discipline.
Yeah.
Like, that's what made Mike Tyson.
Yes.
You know, and the proof is in the result. But that's real. If you could just force yourself into being enthusiastic about everything, even shit you don't want to do, like you got to do hill sprints. Like, fuck yeah, we're doing these fucking hill sprints.
Fucking get
Let's
after
go.
it. Yes.
Yeah, and then you get excited, and then it becomes something stimulating instead of a drudgery.
You know what it is too? It's that thing where I think like you learn about, especially when it comes to training and that kind of thing, where it's either you look at it like, oh, fuck, this is something I gotta do, or I get to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah,
like
so I
get to do it, man.
Yeah.
What a privilege this is.
I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are like seriously ill and injured, and they can't do it. God, they would wish they'd fucking give anything to be able to do it.
One more time.
Yeah,
That's right.
And we're lucky. We're lucky as shit. Anybody right now that's able-bodied and hears this is lucky as fuck.
Lucky, man.
Just lucky.
Lucky and privileged. I would say that.
Super lucky.
For sure.
And if you can just keep that in your mind, that's the problem. People get just accustomed to whatever they have, and then they want more. They're not satisfied. But gratitude is so important. I know it's one of those hippie crystal fucking wooden beads things that annoys the shit, because you hear it from the wrong people.
Attitude of gratitude. And,
there's certain things that get co-opted by the word God, I think, is the same way. It's co-opted by some people, and then people have this negative association with it. But I think gratitude is one of those. It is real, and it's really important. And if you could just appreciate your friends, appreciate your life, and appreciate people, and appreciate what you get to do, you can fucking change your whole tone of existence. You change the frequency you exist on.
Where you vibrate.
Yeah.
You change, man.
You change people around you too, because they get excited by it.
Yeah, that's right. It affects them.
That's what I love to do with these guys. I get excited. We're having fun. We're exercising, but we're all we're all laughing. We're having a great time.
Yeah.
It was fun. They were looking over you. They're like, "Are we fucking working out with The Rock?" Shane kept like nudging me, "Dude, we're working out with The Rock." What the fuck? What the fuck? It was awesome.
It was awesome, man.
It was awesome, but enthusiasm and appreciation. It's like those are key concepts in life. And even if you're not where you want to be in life, and you're grinding and you're on that hustle,
and there's a lot of people like
that,
right?
I get it. Keep grinding, but also appreciate it. Appreciate that hustle. Appreciate this thing. Appreciate this fucking beautiful, chaotic, unknown existence you're in.
Thing we call life.
Yeah, that you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. It's open-ended. It's wide. It's a complete open loop experience. You don't know what the fuck is coming next, and you're just trying to enjoy the ride.
You have no fucking idea.
No idea.
It's a thing, man, when you think about it. It's like, and I feel like I want to know about you too here. I feel like it was a learned thing. Like, of course, the concept of, gratitude, sure. I felt like I'm a pretty grateful guy. But once I started realizing that a lot of the shit that I was trying to get after, and there's the North Star, there's that thing, whatever it is, it's always there. But really, the shit that matters most is the stuff that's right here.
Yeah.
Like right in front of us.
Yes.
You know, this thing, life, family.